Welcome back, friends, to Dergy be playing Gnosia. I have taken the liberty of already using the event search function in order to get things rolling for us as far as selecting our settings, and I'll just keep using event search to select the next thing, especially because that, has worked especially well last time, as y'all would know if you've watched that one, and by the way, thank you very much for doing that. So, before we go on ahead with the loop, I just want to remind you, like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. I'm not pressuring you on any of those things. And, yeah, let's get into it. Also, I don't have any kind of way to monetize things. I don't see a reason to do Patreon and stuff yet, but if I ever do that, then I would really like y'all support in that way too, but I think I need to provide better content first. So that's why I don't ask, but I think I wanted to mention that I was thinking about that, because I think if you're inauthentic on something like wanting to make money off of something, it's just going to come off as cheap when you do. But I think these days people mostly imagine people that spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of their lives, like I have been this past year or so, making videos, to expect or at least appreciate some kind of compensation. And I think you should really just appreciate it. I'm thankfully in a position where I'm not having to worry financially, at least, unless something dire happens to our finances or my father who's supporting me. I mean, who knows, man. But it still would be very appreciated, but I haven't made stuff like that yet because I don't feel like, I have the kind of following that would warrant even asking yet, or I don't feel like, I have enough of a reputation to feel like it's warranted to be like, hey, I know a lot of people don't even, seem to watch me yet, at all, or at least very much, or at least just pop in for one video for whatever reason, and usually not like your comment or whatever, but, pay me money? So, I don't know. But, yeah, for the future. Honestly, I also kind of feel like, random tangent, I should lay this out here before we actually keep going here, because I feel like I should always be honest with the feelings that come up when I'm playing this stuff and when I'm recording, because I think that that's powerful and authentic and the kind of thing more people should do. And I think the more you suppress yourself, I think a lot of content creator health problems are due to suppressing themselves on videos to just be what their fans want. And that's dangerous. A lot of people want authenticity from you, whether you realize it or not. And if they don't, then they're not the kind of person you should be concerning yourself with. They're not the kind of audience you need. They need to change, and then they'll get more of what they actually want and need. But regardless, what was I saying? I'm pretty worried recently, because, well, numbers aren't much. I've only got like 20 subs, and I only average about 500. It was more like 600 a few days ago, but more like 500 views a month now, and I'm afraid it's going to keep going down. But I think I need to just make more content of more games, and especially more recent ones, and hope that changes, but, I have to keep it balanced with something I really want to make as well. I also would like to make more high-effort, high-maintenance videos with scripts and stuff, and that's a lot of work too, and I'm just afraid, that this won't become something more than just what amounts to a hobby, because it's been really, 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 really hard for me personally to have any kind of real job. I'm 27, and because of various compounding and comorbid mental difficulties, and not just mental health stuff, like inborn stuff, like the fact that I have ADHD and Asperger's syndrome, and that comorbidity makes it harder to live with that than if you just have ADHD or just had Asperger's. And I have definitely heard that echoed in other people with the same comorbidity. And yeah, there's a lot that keeps me from having a normal job. But I can't even get Social Security disability, or at least I've appealed, and I don't think this case is going to go through and that I'm actually going to get the compensation because of documents that I was essentially denied or just can't get anymore. I think the system should not be all about the paper proof. It should be more about, the person? But again, they could be lying out of their buttholes generally, so that is the thing. But the thing is that I just hope that creating content will work for me, and I don't want to just make videos. I'd kind of like to break into a couple creative industries, but the sheer demand, stress-wise, work-wise, productivity-wise, things I'd have to learn, all of that seems so overwhelming to me that I'm afraid that I can't have a job like that. What I've noticed that I can do is work at my own pace on stuff like this, and it's very engaging, and I keep up with it, and it's not too mentally demanding on me. And so, again, you know, whilst I figure out what else I could be doing, I could probably be doing something with my writing ability as well, alone, like trying to publish some things, but until that happens, I can use that talent with words that I have right here, you know? So, you know, not just in commentary either, but also in writing scripts and the like, and writing even description-y stuff, maybe. I'd like to write some creative things that I then weave into games in some way, into series that I make. You know, I have a bunch of ideas. It's just the more effort I put in, the more time that I put in, even though I do right now have all the time in the world. I don't know how long that's going to last. So I'm afraid that I essentially am mentally incapable of not eventually having to be homeless for a time because of how much difficulty I've had holding down any kind of job, any kind of financial income, any kind of income producing anything. And now as I've worked a year plus on this stuff, I'm just afraid that maybe it's not going to do anything, and maybe I can't. Maybe I just can't make a living. I'm really afraid of that, because I feel like I should be mentally and socially capable of making a living, but I haven't proven myself to be yet at 27, so I'm really, really afraid. Like, and I don't, you know, and the thing is, a lot of people at 27 have these same fears, but I feel like mine are just more, honestly, I just feel like they're a little bit more warranted than a lot of other people I hear complaining, talking about the same thing. Not saying that their struggles are invalid, but like, a lot of them talk about, all I could have is part-time jobs, well, I can't even have that, you know, so, because any kind of social outside pressure can easily destroy me and render me unable to do exactly what they want me to do. But they're gonna keep pressuring me anyway, because I gotta keep on, you know, a schedule, and I've gotta do it fast enough and good enough, and it's really fucking hard for me to do anything fast enough and good enough to anyone else's standards. That's been extremely clear for every time, you know, my whole time in school and every time that I've worked a job. So, but regardless, I just had to get that out. I might not even include this rant in the video, but if I did, thank you very, 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 very much for even listening if you did. So regardless, friends, let's actually go, because I just needed to get that off my chest, and this is the place where I say what I want. I don't have anyone to, you know, invalidate my opinions, or bark at me and tell me blah blah blah, or get indignant at me. There's no even possibility of anyone immediately being able to retort. And I can choose when to read comments, so that if there's some nasty stuff in there, I can be more prepared for it. YouTube has been very helpful for me for that. And also, you know, I can talk to this stuff, and it feels safer than talking about it in any kind of environment, or even on just a video where I'm just talking about this stuff or anything like that. And especially on a stream where I can't get that instant feedback, I'm frankly afraid of a lot of times. But yeah, anyway. Hey, sorry I'm late. Let's take it easy, okay, you guys? Hell yeah, I agree. But yeah, I guess I still need to talk a little bit more about this. It's just one of those moods I have right now. Although, the more I think about it, I don't know if there's anything else to say, except for just... This is just the place where I can get all that stuff out, and I think it's really important that people acknowledge that, and people have something like that for themselves. Because I think a lot of people don't, and that's why they have the outstanding emotional issues they have, because they deliberately don't make those emotions go anywhere. They don't express them because they're afraid to. They're afraid to feel them, they're afraid to have them out anywhere where anyone else can see them. But what I've found is the sheer idea of I'm putting this out on the internet, where someone might be able to empathize with it, someone might be able to feel like they're not alone because of what I'm saying, that's helpful to me. And also, I can say this here, and no one will be able to tell me I'm wrong, or that I'm dumb, or that I'm stupid, or I don't know, whatever else they might say about me, however irrationally irrational the idea that they might say that is, or, unfortunately, how non-irrational that is, depending on the kind of person that I would be dealing with, so, it's very helpful for me to have this. Which, again, is another reason why this is the kind of job that is ideal for me. Because expressing myself baked into my job, and I think this goes for a lot of creative people, allows for an emotional outlet, because I have so many. I have so much emotional energy. And I do feel like it's probably a bit more than a lot of other people deal with. And so, the reason normal jobs, part of the reason, there's just a lot of overwhelming things about working, normal, quote-unquote respectable. I hate the idea of one way you could try to make a living, as honest as it might be. I hate the idea of one way you could try to make a living being inferior to another, or anything being inferior to anything else. But that's how a lot of people think. But anyway, having a respectable job comes with so much pressure, and a lot of that it kind of gets compounded when you can't, because a lot of workplaces, they don't want you to express your emotions freely. They just want to keep your head down. Want you to keep your head down and do the job. That's in every single job I've been at. I can't do that. I have to express what I feel in the moment. And this kind of content allows people to do that for a living. And I think that should just be normal. And you should just be allowed to do that wherever the fuck you work. And whoever doesn't like you expressing what you feel can go fuck themselves. But regardless, I've been talking for 14 minutes already, because, this is one of those times where I needed to get that out. But regardless, I am guard duty in this case, and Setsu is my partner. Let's go ahead and get that out in the open. You stated that, being guard duty, you couldn't possibly be Gnosia, and that the other guard duty could prove it. Yes, Dergy is not Gnosia. Dergy and I remained on the ship, and can vouch for each other. Any objections? Nope. Beautiful. Now I'll just let things happen for a second. So, this is actually, kind of fun. Okay. That's the thing. Oftentimes, SQ will go right for it, and so will other people that see the crew being revealed. And that's dangerous, because she might be Gnosia. So that's a thing. But do I? Honestly, okay. She might be able to back you up, and the thing is if you suspect her to be Gnosia, then you can't just betray her, And that's what I've realized, is she might back me up in the meantime. If she leads me astray, I will stop backing her up. But unless she doesn't, and I'll try my best to keep trying to be aware of who might actually be leading me astray and who won't, who might not be. But yeah, that's one way I've kind of struggled with this game, and I do wonder to what degree other people that play this game have the same issues. I do indeed wonder, Oreo. Man, this is my freaking me time right here. And it's a job. It's the kind of thing that might actually get me somewhere in life. It's not just a hobby. And it's not just for myself either. This is for, hopefully, the entertainment and enjoyment of whoever might come across this video, man. And that feels good that I'm trying to entertain people, because entertainment is so fucking vital to my life. And I think the lives of many, 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 many people. And I think that's always kind of been the case with humans. We love entertainment. It's kind of like part of who we are. It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't have the logic to make things happen. Considering I'm crew, I'm gonna make small talk in order to decrease my Gnosia target ability, because it's pretty high if you're crew, man. If you're, guard duty, I should say. I think I've said crew when I meant guard duty a couple of times now already. Whoops. The ship is, too healthy. I want to eat something bad for me for once. Some chili cheese fries or something. Why would you specifically want to eat something bad for you? I think it's just the idea that it's gotta taste good, right? Maybe the healthy stuff doesn't taste very good. Now, granted, yeah, I mean, it's been established that the food isn't very tasty on the ship, actually. I think it's even in the description of the cafeteria, or whatever it's actually called on the ship, when you're going around the ship after these, I mean, let's call them what they've been modeled after to a degree, trials, like a la Danganronpa or Ace Attorney. Anywho. Do I defend her? For the moment, I don't really have a reason, but I have a feeling, man. I don't know, man. Again, I don't really know, and you know what? I'm gonna kind of let this happen. Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of have caution. Oh boy, but I'm still probably gonna Rakio it up, and I think people are gonna vote for them. Yeah, okay. But Jonas didn't really say anything, a couple of people didn't, so there's that. Alright. Lovely Durgan of 3 points, nice. Considering a 30, 34, 30, I'm gonna start pumping things into other stuff. Is there anything that requires over 30? I don't think so. So I'm gonna start pumping into logic, because I realized I really like being able to... But at the same time, you know what? I think what's more important is intuition. Because, again, being able to use the lyres is useful for everything, especially just like, okay, figuring out who you want to doubt is so vital in this game, and, you know, because it might be wrong. And sometimes you're gonna want to side with the Gnosia and stuff, or what have you, so, like, knowing who the liars are is so vital for, like, not just winning, but also just getting events. Because events are how you progress the game, and I think it's genius the way that this game progresses. It's a very, very well-designed game, I love this game, and I love game developing, and I guess just the idea that you can make something like a video game in general, and it's such a pervasive and constantly evolving, beautiful, wonderful industry full of just really cool, really great experiences you can have that are obviously mentally helpful, and they're very, you know, fun, and they can really emotionally help people, and they can actually help with mental skills, and they can be a place for, you know, another thing for people to bond over, and a hobby, and something that can really help people with whatever's going on in their life, and can be an increasingly valid way to make a living, and, you know, at least a way to, you know, contribute to an industry in some way, whether it's playing or creating. And I want to do a bit of both. I'd actually love to at least be involved in one game project in some way one day. It's so fucking cool. Regardless, friends, I'm feeling great just sitting here doing this. This is how I know. This is just the path I need to be on right now. Just randomly, like, trying to... Dergy, place you not your trust in me, Jonas. You could place a much worse bet. But could I, though? That's the thing. Oh boy. Stella. I think they might be, but he might be fine, or he might not be. But yeah, Stella was definitely human. They got her. Got Stella. That's like so sad, you guys. What's the matter, Shaming? I don't know, man. I kind of suspect Chippy, Shaming, and SQ at the moment, honestly. And Jonas a little bit, too. He's very adamant. But he might not be the real one, though, because it ain't day one, so we gotta be careful about that. but yeah, because Stella very well might have been the real engineer, so that... By the way, there is no doctor this time around, though. There's no guardian angel, though, either, which is... Oh, boy. There are no bugs. Okay, don't have to worry about a bug, but... Bugs, but there's an AC follower somewhere. There's only 2 Gnosia to deal with, though. So Brachio was any of those. Because the thing is, Stella could have been the real-ass engineer. So I'll have to agree. Because if he just keeps feeding us false information and enough people believe it, then oh boy, so... I think it's because Shigamichi said dick. You know what? Yeah. I think he's kind of like the safe option right now. Let's just hope he was anything. Shigamichi Hago, but is that Chippy? But I have a feeling Chippy's just saying that and he's Gnosia, because he's been very aggressive about doubting people, I feel like. I really do kind of feel like, oh boy, yeah, Setsu, they got her. Got them. Oh boy. However, that's actually all I got. I love games, everything feels so great. Just, you know, sometimes you gotta say it, because it's very true, darn it. That's how I feel anyway. What I do here is I express it. Because Chippy's been really adamant about Shaming, but... man... Haven't, like, a bunch of people doubted him, but they might be the Gnosia. That's the other thing. Shaming very well might just... But, yeah, he's been keeping it real quiet, so that's the other thing, too. But, yeah, I hope I think the next person I want to doubt is Chippy, though. Unfortunately, I do agree, but I'm not going to exaggerate. I feel like he might be like an AC follower. Let me see here. At the same time, like, man, very well might be Gnosia trying to cover each other's backs, so, I'm not even gonna stick my nose in that. I wonder if, when she says, Jonas is like, you know, right? If she means that he's insane, like they've talked about, and she was one of the very first ones to point out in her own way. And then also, or that, like, you know, he's like Gnosia, right? So, you know, like, I'm not sure which one that was. If this is a Jonas exclusive comment, it's probably the former, but if it ain't, it's the latter. At the same time, I hope I'm not fucking myself when I don't vote for Shaming. Oh yeah, and here's where we unlock this. which we might already have the, I think, stealth for? I went way too far. I now see the error of my ways. I can become a better man. And see, that initial, like, especially coupled with the spooky, creepy music you mostly associate with real bad shit going down. Just like, well, I've got another idea. I'm gonna murder all of you now. I'm going to beg for my life, pathetically. Just once this, no cold sleep. Really? Yes, I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel bad about it. I said so, right? Yeah, boy. And this is where he teaches you. Ha! To see my bitch and groveling skills. I love how he's proud of how well he could grovel. I just find that very amiable in a weird way. If all I gotta do is skirt by is apologize, and hell yeah, I'll apologize, right there. Screw you. I mean, this is how I feel to a degree, but I'm also starting to really like him as especially a character and even honestly a person a little bit more. Teach me to grovel. Teach me how to be pathetic as fuck. Yes, show me how to teach you to grovel like that. What, seriously, man? Well, you're a real dirty bastard too, huh? That's coming from me. But whatever, I'll teach you. That's how you grovel and apologize like a real man. Too quiet. Come on, put your back in it. Back into it. Head all the way down on the floor, like you're trying to crack it open. I love this. The point of groveling like this is to make the other guy think, damn, this is just sad. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Come on, be more annoying, more pathetic. I love this so much. Skill grovel acquired. You've acquired the skill grovel. This will enable you to attempt to avoid cold sleep, but it often fails. Requires 35 stealth. Whale amazing. And then I got fucked. Oh man, yeah, see, we didn't get a single fucking. Ugh. I did have a feelio, man, that it was Jonas and Chippy. They were both sketchy, but I keep going with the consensus when you really should be careful about trusting anything anyone says in this game most of the time. It's pretty rare that you're able to be like, yes, this person is trustable, period. And I basically decide that anyway often, and that's probably one of the main reasons that I lose, other than RNG. And there's also definitely other factors, but one more at least. I kind of want to, but nah, I'm just gonna keep I kind of want to keep doing bug and leveling up, but at this point, I'm just gonna kind of, whatever I feel like doing, I will. When I really want to bug it up, then I will, and go change my stuff, but in the meantime, Gnosia, Nasty Gnosia. By the way, I'll definitely be doing the Spyro trilogy, the Spyro Reignited trilogy at some point on the channel, for sure. Of course, you know, fate willing and bloody-bloody-blee, and my brain willing as well. I might actually start doing that very, very soon. I'm finally getting to this place where I feel like I can just make more content. Like, I'm mentally capable of it more, because I'm getting more used to the process. It's less overwhelming because I understand what's required, and I'm getting more from it because I understand how to get more from it, and how to meter myself and make sure I can keep making stuff regardless of all the emotions involved and all the processes involved, and that I'm more comfortable with the speaking part and everything else that goes into making these videos, you know? We'll see. Stella and Yuriko will become a friend this time. Alright, so time to be the bad guys again. Okay, so who's the liar, huh? Watch out, I'm gonna find you. Well, good luck with that comment. I'm pretty high. I think... I'm not sure which one's the makes your lies harder to spot one. I don't think it's stealth, but I want to say it's stealth. Wait, Stella and Yuriko are my allies in this. Do I? Either way, do I state role and stuff, or what? I'll just kind of let people go for a moment. Otome. I feel like with Gnosia, your game plan just is a little easier. Because you know who's what, at least in a grand scheme of things. Like, you still have to watch out for the bug, by the way. Is there any bug in this case? There's no bug. So in this case, we don't even have the bug to worry about. So our game plan's very straightforward. And the thing is you know who's Gnosia and who ain't. So if anyone... So trying to sow doubt against people that ain't Gnosia is very, very important. And it's real... Like, like as Gnosia, I feel like you just have... It's just an easier game. Because if you're not Gnosia, you really gotta use that brain, and oftentimes you might use it wrong. It's just harder to get a read on what the hell to do to win as not Gnosia. And as I guess a non-enemy, I feel like AC follower is similarly and perplexing and actually even harder than being crew, but I'd say that Bug is kind of a wild card that can kind of go with either side. They've just got to be careful, you know, about being caught lying, especially. I felt something out of me now. It is cool. Gina. Well, again, that ain't quite... By the way, do we have an AC follower? Yes, we do. There's no guardian angel this time, but there are guard duty. There's a doctor and there's an engineer. I can't ask because I don't have the logic. I'd like to start being able to ask that, but yeah. But if I state role, I'll at least know who to work with as far as, like... You know what I'm gonna do is I am going to state role engineer to bring the real engineer out, hopefully. So one of those must be the AC follower, then. Because if it's day one, I'm pretty damn sure. So yeah, this is how you bring out the engineer if you don't have those logic abilities. Because I'm super Gnosia spect, and I like having the ability to have these things, so... But yeah, it's like knowing who the engineer might be, and also I know that there's got to be an AC follower in that mix, because I don't think on day one the real engineer doesn't come out AI-wise. Like, why would that happen? But anyway. I came up with an idea even all of you could understand. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Yeah, no, that would not be fun. I can't even agree or disagree being one of those in that group. Who have I been doubting? I think Otome was the first one I doubted. I kind of doubt anyone else is going to vote for her, but we'll see. Oh wait, they're going to get Stella anyway. No, okay. I'm gonna cover for Stella for the moment. No, I bet. Nope. Okay, poof. Poof. Did work though, thankfully. I didn't think it was gonna work for a lot of, you know, because the numbers kept definitely going up on the Stella side first, but thankfully we did end up convincing enough people to vote for Recula to not get one of our buttons. Because if one Gnosia gets eliminated, it's going to make it harder. We're going to have to eliminate one more person in order to win. So, when the two get eliminated, I'm A, alone, and B, I'm going to have whittle it down to one other person. Oh, man. There's quite a bit of people in this particular group. There's 14, so... or there was 14 to start with. Yeah, someone else has already been taken out of the picture. One person's been cold slapped, so... That's Rakio in this case, thankfully. Alright, I'm gonna keep jacking up my intuition, but yeah, there's a lot of really useful logic skills. But at the same time, man, being able to see those lines is really nice. Especially, like... Even on this side, being able to see if someone else's line, they're either a bug or an AC follower. So you fucking get rid of them if you're Like, honestly, in my opinion, you just do that if you're Gnosia. It doesn't fucking matter if they're an AC follower. You should get rid of them if there's both a bug and a Gnosia. Now, if there's just an AC follower, you'll know they're kind of on your side, so just keep the AC follower around. But if there's a bug, just get rid of anyone else that's lying that ain't Gnosia. That's how I think about that, and I've brought that up before, but I think it's generally just smart. Oh, hey, Dergy, perfect timing. Listen, I got a favor to ask. Well, it's more of a plan, I guess. You know when I go off on someone for being sketchy, because I'm a fucking badass? If I do it alone, I'm worried I'll get taken out. And my death would be pointless, you know? So, like, I want to team up with someone I can trust. I mean you, Dergy. I really hope... Wait, hold on, no. There ain't no bug in this case, right? So either you're an AC follower, which is wonderful, or you're a human, which unfortunately is wonderful for our purposes, but I feel bad about it because I love Comet so much. But yeah, collaborate. You told Comet that you want to collaborate. Okay, he'll keep going on the offensive. Trust you to back me up. It's actually kind of nice, Dwell. And did I get rid of her? Maybe? Because the thing is... Now she expects me to go off on anyone else that would be lying, which would be... possibly Stella or Yuriko. So there's that. At the same time, though, it's a valid strategy, you know? And I have a collaborator. Maybe it's okay to sacrifice one or two of them. Like, throw them under the bus. And they've certainly done the same to me often, so... And there's definitely Gnosia... Especially, I do believe Yuriko's one of them that tend to just really be very keen to throw you under the bus. Their AI just really tends in that direction, so... By the way, I really feel like this game does a really good job of really having people's personalities very well represented, you know, through their stats and their AI, because that's a huge core concept of the game, and I love that. I think that's great. These characters feel very real to me to a degree. It's amazing. And I love when games can do that, man. I love games so much. I love video games for numerous reasons. This game exemplifies a good damn few of them, which is why I've played it so much at this point. Again, to keep confusion happening, I'm just going to keep the engineers around. Sorry, Setsu. There ain't no bugs, so I'm going to be right regardless of who I do this with. Oh boy, okay. SQ's either the real one or... Let's see. Covering her own ass by not agreeing with me. She's not even... You know what? What if she is an AC follower? She very well might be. Because, yeah, I think SQ ain't lying. So I think Comet's on our side, actually. But who knows? And the way that people are AC followers, I think I'm starting to see it. Especially from the Gnosia side. Which might help me for future deductions. I feel like I do generally have a better sense of how to play this game. Especially if I practice it regularly. That is generally how that works, so that makes sense. Well, this game's so engaging, I love it. Stay with me, Doubter. Boy. No doctor came forward. They're either dead or cold slip. I still would rather not throw people under the bus if possible. Because again, we'll need to whittle it down to 3 more people, not 2 or 1. It'll just be easier that way if we can keep them all. So who was I doubting? I was doubting SQ. So I'll throw her under the bus. People can get Stella. Oh, dang it. Now I have to whittle down to 2 people. Other than us. If Yuriko goes, then it's 1 person. I'd rather avoid that at least. Dergy, I've realized something. Brendan's lying. Yeah, I think they're an AC follower then, huh? Yeah, I think he is. Which would mean I think Comet just thinks I'm right, maybe. Or it's just going along with me because I'm collaborating with her. Poor old man. Oh boy. SQ's on the fucking ball. Oy, man. Ooh. I threw Yuriko right under the bus hard. Oy. Because this would be a definite enemy situation. You know what? God. I'm gonna try this. I think it's not smart of me, but... Oh boy. Oh hey. Their brain was all ew. That's really cute. I'm not actually sure if I've heard her particular quote for being a doctor on... I wonder if she really is, though. She might be. But who knows? She might also not be. Because there's 3 people that could have been the real doctor that are no longer in the picture. So, who knows? I can't trust Jonas. Me neither, because he's not one of me. I agree. All the doubt on anyone that ain't Gnosia. I'm gonna vote Jonas, though. Actually, no, I'm gonna vote SQ. She's already kind of mostly, though. Oh, they got her, so. Feels good, man. Yeah, I really think that she must be an AC follower, actually. Because there ain't no bug. I just fucked up. I want to quit this loop. Whoops. As the engineer, you should not eliminate the engineers. It's just... because I'm obviously not the real one. If both of them got... I had a Filio. Yeah, I think she's an AC follower. She's been an absolute asset to me. I'll be as surprised if she isn't one with everything she's been doing. Because she said a bunch of people that were not Gnosia or couldn't have possibly been an AC follower anyway. There's only one AC follower at a time. I think it's her. Like, with how many people that aren't Gnosia, she says lying. When there ain't no bugs either. So, yeah, we'll see. Again, as long as it ain't Yuriko in this case, all the doubt is Gucci to me, unless, Yuriko or Comet, because, God, Comet's been helpful. No one came forward, they're either dead or not wanting to come forward, obviously. Oof, I feel kind of bad for Gina, especially like, you hate me? I see. Oh, my hug. Alright, I gotta survive. What does Yuriko say? I just hope we can eliminate the humans and all like them. If that is possible, I guess we should go as well. I think she just hates all humans. Regardless of if she is one or not. Because she doesn't really act like she hates me in this. Well, at least that quote, but it's one quote, so who knows. I'm gonna try a big brain move here. Ah, they got her. We can discuss strategy. What are the liar is, so Dergy, you got on the offensive. Hell yeah. Did I just fucking fuck up? I just fucking fucked up hard. That's a large oof. I just said Shigamichi was Gnosia. That's a dumb thing. Yeah, fucking fuck it. Oh wait, why? Yeah. Oh jeez. I can't even do that. Yeah, I'm fucked. I think she's the real one. Oh. Yeah, for... Yeah, I think if I didn't... Yeah, she is, though. But yeah, if I didn't, man, then... If I didn't make that one F up, then I think I would have won. But oof, man. This game is a hard boy. Well, it's very fun, I like it. But that is enough for now, so I hope y'all have absolutely lovely days. And I will see y'all in my next episode, Friendarinos. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. And I will see ya in the next one. I know I said that twice, but whoopsie.